communications. You'll see communication from Sergeant Gosi. You won't see anything from the general. It's only on the 20th where conversations resume. And so that accords with the version that there's some interruption of his usage between the 8th and the 20th
The 8th and 20th of which month?
of February.
Yes.
Yes. So he had his phone and was using it. His version is once it was stolen, he didn't have any of those communications on his side.
Okay.
And when he got the replacement device, he didn't have any backups. So all he had at his disposal would be chats commencing from the 20th when his new device was bought.
Okay, thank you.
General, if you can then look at, let's move to your 079 number. You deal with that at paragraph 92. You say there that the phone overheated and lost functionality, and then you proceeded to go to Vodacom for assistance. What you don't tell us is when exactly was it fixed? Was it fixed that very day?
Yes.
And then as relates to this phone, again, you would have been able to give us the chats from April once
Yeah.
it was fixed.
Yes.
So even with this phone, your version remains that there was no backup. 2, that you periodically deleted messages as well, even on your work number.
Yes, but there is some few messages.
And did you provide us with that some few messages?
No.
Why not?
Maybe I was clouded by that thing that most of my WhatsApp messages were deleted. But they are still here, those who few messages when I checked, I saw them.
So will you be able to provide us with those messages then?
Yes, I can provide even today, yes.
General, you then say at paragraph 94 of your statement that to the best of your recollection, you do not recall receiving or sending WhatsApp messages to Mr. Matlala after the phone was repaired. Now, is this in relation to both phones or just the one phone?
I think it's in relation with my work phone, but on the private phone, I remember I phoned. I didn't send a message. I remember I phoned in January 24th, because there was something I wanted to discuss with, and I think also in January 7, I think I phoned the wrong Vusi. I was not phoning him. I can remember I was in Atlantis in Western Cape when I made the call. And the other one I can't remember, but I've seen there was a call in March, and the other one in May.
General, let me help you. If you go to CJC 86, so that's file 3 at just after the index.
It will be page?
So it starts on page 1.
Page 1.
Yes.
I'm there.
So if we look at that first little table, would you confirm that the number, that 071 number, that's your number?
That's correct.
And the second number there is that of Mr. Matlala?
I will agree.
Okay. Right, General, and then you'll see that these are downloads, these are WhatsApp downloads from Mr. Matlala's phone.
Yes.
And if you scroll to page 2, perhaps
Yes.
even if we start on page 1, you'll see you make a call to Mr. Matlala on the 30th of December.
That's correct.
I'll just for now focus only on the calls.
Yes.
And then if you go to page 2, you'll see you call Mr. Matlala on the 31st of December, my apologies. You then call him again on the 7th of January.
Yes.
He calls you on the 23rd of January. You call him on the 24th of January. He calls you or returns your call on the 24th, and then you call him again on the same day. And then he calls you and you call him.
And all of these are 2025.
Yes, and that's 2025. And then you see in February, he calls you on the 7th of February. You then also call him on the 7th of February. If you go to page 4, on the 14th of March, he calls you. Then you return the call again on the 14th. And then in May, he calls you on the 2nd. And then you call him on the 9th of May. So there was quite a few calls between you and Mr. Matlala on that phone.
Yes.
Starting from the 30th of December 2024.
Yes.
And you'll see, General, you don't record that in your statement. All you say is that to the best of your recollection, you do not recall receiving or sending messages to Mr. Matlala.
After the phone was lost.
Yes, remember, now your phone would have been repaired. The first one would have been in February, and the second one was operational, as you said, in April.
Yeah.
So in both instances, after the relevant time, you were in contact with Mr. Matlala.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you to say in my statement I indicated that after I have fixed my phone, I don't recall calling him on my official phone. But this is my private phone. And you have corrected me that by the 20th of February, I bought another phone. I thought by March.
See, General, you wouldn't have to recall if you had provided us, at least had a look at your devices, because the call's data remains. The messages can be deleted, but the call data remains on your WhatsApp. So you would have been able to say to us that you remained in communication with Mr. Matlala after both phones were operational.
I'm not sure how it remains. I still need to be educated on that. I couldn't see them. I couldn't see them, hence I even went to Vodacom to look for the itemized billing. But I am not saying it doesn't remain, it doesn't show, but on my phone, I don't know why does it show.
On your WhatsApp.
And General, I don't think that an itemized billing from Vodacom would have assisted you with the record of your WhatsApp texts.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes, I agree, Commissioner.
Thank you.
I was tempted to bring my phone so that I can see if ever I can see my calls which were deleted.
General,
Because I never saw them. Not to say it's ignorance, I don't know.
General, it's fine. What we will do, because you have agreed that we can download your devices, and the WhatsApps in particular.
Yes.
So we will get our technicians to do so.
All right.
Before we leave page 4, before we leave this, are you prepared to accept that a week before Mr. Matlala's arrest in May 2025, you were calling him and he was calling you, and the last call of 9 May 2025 is from you to him a week before his arrest?
Yes, but as I was saying, I remember on this day, on the 9th, I was somewhere in the farms in Mpumalanga. We were looking for the missing Asarindlov, and we found the bones. And where we were, there was no signal. And I don't see the reason why I could have phoned him. But I remember there was somebody whom we wanted to check with somebody from Mamelodi, but I'm not sure. But I might have phoned him. I'm not sure. It is like the one I was saying on the 7th. I was in Atlantis.
General, don't go to the 7th. Just look at page 4, and do you accept that on the 9th of May 2025?
Yes, yes.
What it shows us is that you called Mr. Matlala.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Ms. Pooe, I may, depending on what, what the statement says, I may or may not have a question. If you could just direct me again to where the general states that he doesn't have recollection of his communication with Mr. Matlala.
As paragraph 94.
Para?
94.
Yes. General, I don't understand how, Mr. Matlala is quite a prominent person. He has become quite a prominent person in the public space. He's lent you money. I don't understand how you would not recollect that you've actually had frequent communications with him, because the impression, at least that I had gained from your statement originally, was very minimal interaction with him. He lent you money, you paid it back, and then somewhere you say in your statement, he would ask you questions of general legal advice. But to put it as I don't recall that I was in frequent contact with him, I don't recall receiving or sending WhatsApp messages after the phone was repaired. I don't understand it for someone who clearly is prominent generally, but also in your life clearly. How do you explain that?
Yeah. As I testified previously that around January, I got some information that my name was used by him somewhere. And then I phoned him to say, we must only talk about which is work-related. So, and I don't remember myself phoning him unless it was something which I wanted to ask in relation to work, and I can't remember why I made these calls. So I'm saying in that perspective.
You do accept that you were in frequent contact with him, or not infrequent? Your contact with him was not infrequent.
Yeah, we're in contact, but not infrequent.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
General, we are going to deal with the calls in detail, and we'll deal with the call duration. Can we then go to your relationship with Sergeant Nkosi? And you deal with that at page 40 of your statement. Are you there, General?
No. I was looking into paragraph instead
Oh,
of a
my
page.
apologies, it's paragraph 1 to 8.
No, I'm sorry, it's me. I went to the paragraph instead of a page. I'm there.
Okay. You'll see when you deal with describing your relationship, in the first part of the paragraph, you characterize it as a primarily work-related relationship. And then in the second part, you then say the relationship developed and he became like a younger brother and a friend. Do you see that?
Yes.
But if Regardus had to, sort of the next 3 paragraphs, it seems that you go back into describing the relationship as mainly work-related and operational in nature. If you continue to paragraph 129.
Yes, when we deal with work, we cannot be interacting like brothers, because that will happen outside the work, or when you're coming looking for assistance or for guidance and so forth, or visiting and so forth. But when we are at work, then it will then change to work-related.
If I were to push you now to describe or to characterize your relationship, what would you characterize it as?
Yeah. Here I was trying to explain in full so that I don't leave anything out. That he's my subordinate, he's working with me. We started working for a long time where he was reporting under me. And we developed to be more than colleagues. But still, there is that line when we're at work.
So as matters stand, you have a close relationship with him,
Yes,
but for work purposes, you remain his superior.
that's correct.
All right, Jim. Then can we have a closer look at the exchanges that you have with Sergeant Nkosi? Because I think that will help characterize that relationship.
Okay,
Is that fine?
yes.
So we are back in file 3. And unfortunately here, because we are working with both chats, I'm going to refer to page numbers. We're going to be jumping between the chats. Right.
No problem.